Hello YouTube, today I want to talk about
Oh, it feels so much better. It really seems to have cleared my head. Anyway, I want to talk to you today, YouTube, about Jesus again, and in particular about one of the arguments often made in favour of his supposed divinity. This is something often called Lewis's trilemma because it was put forward by the author C.S. Lewis, and it's still something you hear being used today, for example, by a Christian talk show host I hadn't heard of, but whose name is apparently Greg Koukl. The basic point of the argument is what Greg says about Jesus here.
So he was either the Lord, in the popular way of putting this, a liar, or, let's face it, a what?
Lunatic.
A lunatic.
So Jesus claimed to be the Son of God, and either he knew he was lying, or he thought it was true but it wasn't, so he was just crazy, or it was actually true. And by process of elimination, we're supposed to arrive at the conclusion that Jesus really was magic, because the other options are just too implausible. I mean, somebody not having a firm grasp on reality and making grandiose claims about themselves? When's that ever happened? And that really is supposed to be how it works. It must be true that an all-powerful creator of the universe impregnated a 13-year-old girl with himself, then sent an angel to tell her about it, then made a nearby star go supernova so that the wizards would know where to deliver his presents. Just like it says in this book, which also claims that the entire universe was created in under a week. Because why would Jesus lie about something like that? It just doesn't add up. C.S. Lewis actually used an equivalent argument in his book, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Lucy is the youngest of the 4 children and claims to have spent several hours in the land of Narnia, which she found through the back of a wardrobe, even though in this world no time at all had passed. They all go and check the back of the wardrobe and there's nothing there. Lucy starts to get upset that the others don't believe her, and they start to get a bit worried about her mental health. So the others then talk to a grown-up about the weird shit that Lucy's been coming out with lately, and here are his wise words on the matter. There are only 3 possibilities. Either your sister is telling lies, or she is mad, or she is telling the truth. You know she doesn't tell lies, and it is obvious that she is not mad. For the moment, then, and unless any further evidence turns up, we must assume she is telling the truth. This is an 8-year-old girl who was trying to while away a boring afternoon in a big, unfamiliar house, and who says that she went through a wardrobe and found a snow-covered fantasy world and spent several hours drinking tea with a half-man, half-goat. We've been to the wardrobe to make sure, and there's nothing there, but we know she doesn't tell lies, and she is obviously not mad. When I talk like this, it's because I'm being ironic. Except that time. This is what logic looks like in the world of Christian apologetics. You think somebody made up a story and claimed it was real? No! There must be an evil witch with mind-controlling Turkish delights somewhere in amongst all these coats. Okay, I've had to turn the light on because it's getting dark, and I don't know if my chair's moving back, but I'm sure I used to look closer to the camera at the start of this video than where I am now. Anyway, just imagine that someone in your life, someone you know and trust well who's never been prone to crazy fantasies before, imagine if they came to you tomorrow and sat you down for a serious talk and explained that they had discovered a doorway to the planet Zarquan in their airing cupboard, and they went there and they had a lovely afternoon playing backgammon with a hippogriff called Oswald and eating scones. Would your reaction really be, "My friend is obviously not mad, what an amazing discovery"? I don't think you would. I think you'd probably decide they were talking bollocks, and either wait for the punchline or suggest they seek serious help, because it sounds totally batshit crazy. And if you lived in a world where Narnia wasn't a well-established idea, with a hugely successful series of books written about it that everyone's already heard of, then Narnia would sound pretty crazy too. And if you're not already on board with the Jesus thing, that's kind of a stretch as well. The kind of thing which a liar or a crazy person might say. And you know what, yeah, it would be quite a stretch that your apparently very sober and serious and mentally stable friend suddenly came to you with this completely demented idea out of nowhere, seeming to sincerely believe in all the stuff with the hippogriff and the airing cupboard. But what's even more of a stretch is actually finding Narnia in a wardrobe, or the airing cupboard thing. They both sound pretty unlikely, especially when compared with someone just having you on. So yeah, that's why I don't really buy that particular argument for Jesus. I also don't buy any other argument for Jesus, but I don't really have time to cover that here. So leave a comment down there if you agree or disagree or don't care. You're probably not going to comment if you don't care. That's fine. You can also click subscribe up there, I think, if you want to be told about it the next time I put one of these out on Monday. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.